Don't let people ruin your peace just because they can't find their own. A lot of the times you let people bother you and you don't really need to. To adopt that I don't give a fuck mindset, all you need to do is not give a fuck. You don't need to care. And if anything comes your way, it's a I don't know straight away. Because at the end of the day, your peace is something you need to value very highly. Your peace is so important. It's the difference between you getting stuff done and you not getting anything done, because a lot of the times we take on other people's problems. A lot of the time people bother us with what they say and what they do a lot more than we think they actually do. It's important that you still stay in your own lane. I don't know why it's so hard for everyone to stay in their own lane. It's easy. I've been doing it for years. All I do is do me. I don't care about any other person but me. I don't have time to be hating on somebody else, to be thinking about someone I don't like, or to be in any sort of argument or any sort of back and forth, because that is not entertaining to me. If I want to be entertained, I'll sit on the game. If I want to be entertained, I'll watch a movie, so forth and so on. It's not entertaining for me to be in problems with people, for me to be in backside. It is a waste of time. You need to view your peace as everything. If you are not at peace, then there is something wrong. It is so easy to be at peace. And when you don't trouble people, it doesn't mean people won't trouble you. They will make attempts because they see how calm you are. Because they see that you're minding your own business, sometimes you will be a target, but you're only gonna be a victim if you respond the way they want you to respond. You don't let people walk all over you, but when someone's trying to rage bait you, it's gonna be pretty obvious. You need to remain calm and you need to keep to yourself at all times, because that is the best thing you can possibly do. You're never going to be in any regret. You're never going to be in any issue. You're never going to get into any altercations. You need to just do you. There's so much stuff you could be doing, but instead you're choosing to entertain people's problems, to take on people's problems. Like I said, you could just choose to be you. Everything you do in your day-to-day life is a choice. What you choose to take on and what you choose to ignore. Everything we hear are based on things we choose to listen to. You're gonna choose to listen to someone talking shit in your ear and it stinks. Why would you do something like that when you could just stick to you? It's very important that you stick to you, because it's gonna limit all of your problems. It's very important that you don't view problems as entertaining, because you can be entertained in a million different ways. You don't need to be in arguments. You don't need to get into it with anybody. What you need to do is get on your shit and just do you. It's as simple as that. If you can't do any of these things, the best thing you can do is be alone. To be alone is to understand that you should be okay with your own presence. You are stuck in this body, in this vessel, therefore you should not feel lonely when you're on your own. You should embrace it. There are so many powerful things that can come from isolation. Obviously, if you overdo it, there's going to be bad things. You're not going to be able to socialize, and you're going to just be even more awkward than you already are. But when you're alone, you truly are at peace. You don't have other voices in your head. All you hear is yourself, and you need to master that, because that is a form of freedom. Not everybody gets a chance to have their own time, to be in their own space, and to have their own thoughts. Remember, you are not your thoughts. Always remember that all this overthinking that you're doing does not define you. It's normal to do these things, but it doesn't mean you need to become them. Your mind is constantly thinking and thinking and thinking about all the things that could possibly happen, all those possible outcomes. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen. You need to learn to master your thoughts, and you need to learn to master being on your own, because that is when you are most at peace. When I'm on those river runs by myself, I'm at peace. When I'm at the gym, I'm at peace. When I'm making these videos, I'm at peace. When I'm in the toilet, I'm at peace, because it's literally just me. You need to learn to be at peace when there are people around, but more so when you are by yourself, because you shouldn't feel like you need someone else to feel happy. You shouldn't feel like you need the presence of someone else to feel good, because all you need is yourself. You should want these things. You should want people around you, but you don't need to be so dependent. You'll be surprised on how much fun you can have by yourself. You'll be surprised that you can actually be happy on your own, especially when you don't base your life around a relationship. You don't need a relationship to be happy. You don't need that girl. You don't need that guy. You don't need these things. You want these things, and it's important to separate the two, and that is the best way for you to find your peace if you currently struggle with that. Just remember that your peace is a privilege. Just remember, when you're in the right mindset, when you remember to make up your bed, you can get all the things you need to get done in the day. And it's so satisfying when you set targets and you're able to execute them, especially when you're at peace. You do not need problems. problems. You don't need to form problems just to make your life exciting. There are other ways to do so. You don't need a million people in your ears. You don't need to take on other people's problems. What you need to do is prioritize your peace. If someone is giving you problems, if people are talking behind your back, if family members are giving you issues, what you need to do is take yourself away and have time for you. What you need to do is prioritize yourself. You need to be selfish. You need to be someone that can have time and allocate time to themselves, because you're doing too much for other people and you're sharing too much of your time. Never give anybody 100% of you, and that is very important, because what are you going to give to yourself when you are alone? A lot of you can't function on your own, but that's not because of any sort of problems you have, or not because it's actually hard. It's just because you're not in the right headspace to do so. It's just because you haven't practiced it enough. Practice being on your own, practice being in your own space and just having that time. You don't need to isolate yourself, but make sure you're having time for you and make sure you're valuing your peace. If anyone is ever trying to talk to you, anyone's ever trying to rage bait you, don't care. Just don't care about it. Just don't give them any mind. It's I don't know, it's I don't care, and it's I don't give a fuck for life, because that is the best way to move and live, and you will be at peace. So remember that today.